Hello friends and viewers, I'm James, and in this video, I do a deep dive into the Flying Blade Armguard trinket and how it interacts with each individual character's traits and skills. Flying Blade Armguard is a legendary trinket that deals instant damage. There are many characters with traits and passives that trigger from attacking with this trinket. There are more character interactions than there are Flying Blade Armguards available to equip. The objective of this analysis is to help quantify whom you may favor equipping with a Flying Blade Armguard, as well as support some of your skill selections. Let's start with some of the basics of this trinket. Flying Blade Armguard is an attack, a ranged attack, an active attack, a single target attack, and a skill. These distinctions are important for reading the in-game tooltips to determine if a trait or passive skill will trigger. It has a baseline range of 1 to 2 tiles. It deals piercing damage, so its damage is fixed per tooltip unless there's a piercing damage mutation, and cannot critical strike. In this spreadsheet, I included every character skill interaction with Flying Blade Armguard sorted by class and quality. I've also included interactions with weapons and Engraving Resonance in another tab here. I've copied the share link in the description below, and you can either copy the sheet or play with the data in your own filter view. For whomever you equip with the Flying Blade Armguard, you always want to evaluate into context the actual trait and or skill strength of each interaction to justify that choice. From reviewing the data, Breakers and Seekers are most likely to interact with Flying Blade Armguard, therefore they are most likely to equip it. This is often consistent with community recommendations, Safia, August, to name a quick few, who really want to use the Flying Blade Armguard to interact with their trait. Legendary Destroyers are likely to interact with Flying Blade Armguard, but again, the strength must be evaluated into context. For Watchers, Flying Blade Armguard interactions are isolated to the physical attack Watchers. You will also realistically never equip Flying Blade Armguard on Defenders. In this video example, Tempest has Skeleton Spear and Flying Blade Armguard equipped, as well as the Inertial Chop passive. And the sequence here is as follows. Tempest casts Flying Blade Armguard at an enemy or structure. This triggers Skeleton Spear's piercing damage effect. Tempest then triggers Inertial Chop after initiating an active attack. Then, from his trait, he gains Wind Armor after initiating an active attack. When looking at interactions with Engraving Resonances, just because Flying Blade Armguard may trigger a resonance effect, that does not necessarily mean you should use that resonance. It is detailed here for informational purpose only. You should still assess Engraving Resonance options best for the character or for your playstyle. In closing, this experience greatly taught and improved my literacy with Sword of Convallaria tooltips, which candidly still has some way to go compared to some other RPGs out there. It is my goal to provide accurate and researched information. However, I don't yet have every character in the game, nor do I have all the legendary characters at star level 5. So if any of my findings in the spreadsheet are incorrect, please contact me so I can review and update appropriately. You may also ask, James, what about Roaring Flint? I don't have one yet. I can say with confidence Roaring Flint will share some of the character interactions as Flying Blade Armguard, but not all. Once I acquire Roaring Flint, or if someone would like to support me, I am happy to further evolve my research to factor it. I hope this video and resource has been insightful for you, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I have additional links below to check out the sheet, and please feel welcome to reach out with any questions. Thanks for watching.